This is the latest generation Mercedes-Benz E-Class and it's arrived in Australia. Now, Benz make faster cars, they make more luxurious cars. But if Mercedes-Benz was rushing out of a burning building and could only take one thing with it, that would be it. Why? Well, the E-Class is core to the Benz brand. It's got a lineage which goes back to a time when people were mainly driving horses. And as each E-Class generation comes out, it pioneers new technology which pushes the benchmark of the segment even further. And this one gives that benchmark an enormous shove. It can steer itself. It's got cameras which can see hundreds of meters ahead of itself. It's got radars which can feel everything around it. It's probably listening to what we're saying now.
Okay, what variants do we get? So first to arrive is the petrol E200 and the diesels, the E220d, which I'm in now, and the E350d. Later this year we'll get the E300 and E400 petrols, and you can count on the big banger AMG 43 too. The E200 has a grunty 4-cylinder turbo petrol engine, while the 220d gets a brand new 4-cylinder turbo diesel. It's lighter, smaller and more powerful than the one it replaces. The E350d is the diesel king of the lineup, with its 3-litre 6-cylinder turbo engine. This latest Gen E-Class has been given Benz's new family saloon styling, and though sleek and looking slipperier than a soapy eel, it does look a little bit like a bigger C-Class or a smaller S-Class, which it is, sure, but a bit of variety would be nice. Compared to the last one, this E-Class has grown in length, and there's more legroom because the wheelbase is longer too.
So what do you need to know? Well, you should know that I'm not actually steering the car right now. The car is steering itself. Mercedes-Benz stops short of calling it autonomous. They call it partially automated. Now, we're really lucky in Australia. All E-Classes come standard with that self-driving function as part of the Driving Assistance Package Plus package.
This new Gen E-Class is so clever. There's 2 cameras on the windscreen which can see 250 metres ahead, there's a radar behind the star on the front which can feel half a kilometre in front, and there's one on the back which can see 80 metres behind. There's radars on each corner of the car that put a 40-metre ring around the vehicle. This car can see far more than you can, and the systems connected to it are amazing. Apart from being able to steer itself for short periods of time, it can change lanes automatically. It will swerve to avoid a pedestrian, and it will brake to avoid a collision if somebody steps in front of you or a vehicle appears from the side.
Now, the partially automated self-driving system works best on a highway. It can even change lanes for you. Put the indicator on like that, it speeds up, it checks, and it's spooky, but it did it probably better than I could.
What's it like to drive? In a word, effortless. The steering is light and direct, the ride is creamy. There's great handling in there too, and the power delivery in this one, the E220d, is excellent.
So much work has gone into creating this 10th generation E-Class. It's remarkable. And I'm sure I'll say that about the next generation E-Class, and the next generation E-Class, and the generation after that as well. But that's what I love about it. The E-Class is like a mountaineer who just climbs stuff because it's there. And even if you don't buy one, eventually the technology which is pioneered by this car will trickle down into whatever car you end up buying. Thank you.
To read our full review, click on the link right here.